Hi, my name is Christine Clark, and I'm going to go over the auto racing experience. I wanted to start with the birth of auto racing. It did begin in the 1880s once gas-powered engines were developed. The very first official race competition was in 1895 in France that went from Paris to Bordeaux, France, and then back for a total distance of 731 miles. The winner did it with an average speed of 14 miles per hour. Organized automobile racing did begin in 1895 also in the United States, with a 54-mile race from Chicago to Evanston, Illinois. In 1906, the first speedway was completed at Brooklands, England, and the track was a 2-mile circuit. In 1909, the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway in Speedway, Indiana was built, and it is also a 2-mile circuit, and also the very first Indianapolis 500 occurred there in 1909. Speed had risen at that location from 74 miles per hour in 1911 Indianapolis 500 to close to 161 miles per hour in the late 70s. Stock car racing came about in the 1930s at Daytona Beach, Florida, but then soon moved to tracks. The major governing body, NASCAR, the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing, was founded in 1947. And I also wanted to introduce Helen Nice is her nickname, and she was a racer between 1929 and 1949. She's French, and her first race was a Grand Prix, and that was in 1929, and she was considered the only serious sporting event. The race was considered the only serious sporting event for women drivers at the time, and she competed alongside 5 other women. She did win the race, and the following week she raced in Actors Championships and won the speed record of the day over all the other men. And on August 10th, 1930, she became the first woman to drive at Woodbridge in New Jersey and earned the nickname of the Speedboat Queen. Danica Patrick is a current very popular woman racer, and she did become the first woman to lead the Indianapolis 500 at the age of 20. She finished 4th in that race, but she quickly became a phenomenon. When she was 26, she became the first woman to win an IndyCar race, and she defeated the 2-time Indy 500 winner, Helle Castroneves, by almost 6 seconds in the Indy Japan 300. Castroneves had stated about Danica, "In recognition of Danica's talent, she did a good job. She passed me fair and square. I didn't have enough fuel, even if I wanted to fight with her." By 2005, the combination of her promise on the track and her willingness to capitalize on her looks soon had marketers clamoring for her. According to Helen Gibran in A Journal About Women, she stated that for female athletes, a focus on the sex appeal of an individual's body not only leads to greater recognition, whatever the nature, but also an occasion to earn more money and build a career that extends beyond that of sportswomen. And here is also my dad and I watching the Finger Lakes 355 stock car races, where I learned a lot of information from him. The first thing that I had learned was that they do have a 750 horsepower engine. There's no fuel gauge, so they can't determine how much fuel they have in their tank. They have to just guesstimate. And there's no speedometer. They use a tachometer, which shows the RPMs. And all the cars are the same except for the exterior. The exterior, all lights are fake. There's no headlights or taillights. The rear window does have a taillight, but it's only to show if there's trouble on the track. It flashes red and yellow. Also, there's lights on the track itself that flash red and yellow to determine if there's trouble on the track. And also, a few other interesting facts of the driver and crew. There's constant radio communication in the helmets with the crew chief and the crew. The top speed is 235 miles per hour. 126 miles per hour is the average speed. There's 3 tire changes, which average 15 seconds for the pit crew to change them and also provide gas. Also, if there's trouble with the car and the driver can't drive to the pits, they are brought back in an ambulance and checked out at the field care center that is staffed with doctors and nurses. They then go to their own specific hauler. Haulers are made to have 2 cars for each, which is, there's a backup car, but once the race starts, the backup car cannot be used at all. And then what I wanted to go over, I also attended the Antioch Speedway, which was a lot of fun and very interesting. I had never been to something like this. I learned that each driver does wear a fire suit and a helmet, and the track is oval sized. The track surface is made of mostly clay. There's also, they first do hot lapping where they practice laps and see how their car's running. There's bingo that they have to entertain the crowd, and also a variety of refreshments. The racing flags, I learned, are the different colors. The green, pretty obvious. Red, pretty obvious. Yellow is there's trouble on the track. Black is they're penalized and they need to leave the track. And blue and gold is they mean the leader's about to pass them, so they need to move over. White flag is the very last lap, and the checkered flag obviously is the finish. And I wanted to show quickly a video of what I had seen at the track. This is a video of one of the races, and there's actually a couple women that are in this specific race, and one is pretty impressive. Her name's Melissa Myers, and she has the top points currently for the year over everyone for this specific race, which is pretty interesting. She's in the pink car. And so I'll stop this and go back to the presentation. And next, I did something pretty exciting. I went go-kart racing, which I have never done before. And it was what you first receive a go-kart license, and then you have to go try on your racing suit, and then you go through a brief training session that goes over the flags, which I'm glad I was able to learn about the flags previously at the race. And then you they take you into the tracks, you try on your helmet for size, see which one fits, and buckle it in the front, and then they let you do some hot laps where you can get used to the track and see how fast you can go. And then you go through qualifying, and then the race, the final race. I had been told I needed some assistance my first lap because I didn't know what I was doing, and the steering wheel stuck on me a few times. But once I figured it out, I was going pretty fast. I did end up actually, unfortunately, getting a little bit sick towards the end, which wasn't fun, but I had to slow down. And it was pretty exciting. I wanted to show really a quick video of me before the race. That's me on the left with my friend Jennifer on the right.
This weekend, what's going on today?
Oh, we are driving some go-karts. And I've never done it before, but my good friend Jennifer is going to show me how it goes, and I'm very excited. Oh yeah, this place is awesome. Racer. Exactly. And Burlingame.
So then I wanted to also show, this is the actual race, and I'm number 3. There's a few more videos, but I don't have time to show that. And I think I'm that's 9, and I'm right there, number 3. So it was a lot of fun. I definitely would do it again. I'm really excited about it, and I wanted to actually attend also another race. And there is what I learned, that I shouldn't be afraid to participate in male-dominated sports. I should at least try it and give it a chance. It definitely doesn't hurt to try something once. I had never participated in this activity before. because I had never had the opportunity to do so. I think if someone had asked me to go in the past, I would have definitely tried it. I would have never taken the initiative on my own. But now I really see how there's so many things out there that we can do as women, and I look forward to my future endeavors. Thank you very much.